Hey, good morning. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. And I wanted to talk to you about fighting. Why do couples fight? What's going on when couples are fighting? So many couples wind up fighting, and about 90% of the time, they don't know what they're really fighting about. They know they're upset, they know that the other person's doing something that they don't like, but they don't know the roots of what's going on. And the answer is always in the dark shadows. Our second pillar of awesome relationship is bright lights cast dark shadows, and it's always one of those dark shadows that we're trying to avoid. Couples fight to avoid some kind of pain that's buried inside. And if you do not have the awareness of what that pain is, then whatever you're fighting about is not going to resolve the real issue that's buried underneath. That real issue is what's bringing the fight up in the first place. So it doesn't matter what you're fighting about. If what you're talking about doesn't address the core issue that's bringing the fight up, you're not going to resolve the fight. So what I want to teach you is to pay attention to what that hurt is underneath. What's the part that would actually scare you to share with your partner? What's the piece about yourself that you may not want to look at? What's the fear about your partner that you may not want to share with them? These are all questions that are super, super important. And when that real issue is addressed, then you got a chance to create some real peace between you. You got the chance to create peace within yourself and in your relationship. So whenever you catch yourself fighting, this is one of the hardest things to do. When you're fighting, stop and take a breath. Check in with yourself and ask yourself the question, what do I want to avoid? What do I want to avoid talking about? What do I want to avoid hearing the other person say? And, what am I scared to say myself? Because paying attention to stuff on that level usually provides the vulnerability necessary to create genuine peace. And that vulnerability, that's a scary thing, but it's one of the necessary pieces of creating awesome relationships, and it's one of the necessary pieces to create emotional and spiritual enlightenment. And you can't get around that vulnerability piece. So folks, I want you to go have the best day possible. When stuff comes up, I want you to take a breath and check in with yourself. Instead of pointing your finger at your partner saying you're wrong, you did this, take a look at what you got going on yourself. And that'll get you started in the right direction. So I hope you're having an awesome day. I will talk to you later.